Girls with their nails done now.
And
Carla.
now we have step one of our plan in motion.
And Mr. Starr is just, I am so impressed with you, son, that I'm going to provide you with something even more fun for you to just really give it out there for Mr. Leonidas.
Do tell, Mr. Starr. I am all aquiver with anticipation.
So, my good boy, when the battle of the bands begins and all eyes are on the stage, and I do believe Mr. Cyberpants will be just driving them crazy, just making them swoon.
The way he moved on the dance floor, I can agree.
Now, there will be a moment where there will be a man with some cameras. I want you. He reaches into his pocket and puts down what looks like a chip. If you would be so kind to use that one over there, to use his fancy feet to get this chip inserted into the hole on the neck of that cameraman, we are going to have a ball with what everyone's going to be seeing here in Cyber City.
That sounds fun.
I can't believe it. I never thought to this day I would find the footage that I found. Bertha, she was holding a glass, but it shatters in her hand. She's just, what footage is that?
Alistair just gently puts a finger on the chip and slides it over to him, picking it up and putting it in his suit pocket.
Oh, Bertha, honey, I'm sorry, but I cannot tell any of y'all what is on that chip because it's going to be a glorious surprise. Yes?
I think by now Leeroy has made his way over to the bar and grabbed a bottle from behind, and he is just chugging it at the moment.
I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
One,
mm-hmm.
Has it been spoken out loud to where Alistair would know that Trevor has connections with a gang? Or no? Because I, the player, know this.
That's going to be spoken about right now.
Okay. Second question. Who was Starr talking about getting the chip into the back of the...
so there's going to be... You know how normally at concerts there's people film with cameras so for the overhead projectors, like the screens? That's what this is. You're going to go to one who's going to... This chip's basically going to hack it to where it's not just going to be the auditorium screen that everyone's going to see this footage for. The whole entirety of Cyber City is going to get to see.
Okay, so while the cameraman is distracted with him on stage, not like a personal
thing. Exactly.
You're wanting Starr is wanting Alistair to sneak in and implant this to hijack this feed.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then one last thing. So, there's a reason why I got so attracted to you, Mr. Cyberpants. Now, it's not just because of your willful ways and that amazing style, and just because you reminded me of one of my favorite classical music performers, Mr. Entertainer by the name of Dio. But, you see, that woman who appeared before you, there was an interesting gentleman that accompanied her. Granted, he wasn't with the three females that followed behind her. All of a sudden, this other gentleman just appeared. Now, I feel like they made use of one of them extra cyber bodies that are a blank slate that you download the entire memories to. All I know is this individual calls himself a Mr. Leeroy Jenkins. I just thought it was funny because he uses the same name as you. Yet your faces are similar, but your choices of facial hair a little different. He looks just like you, but there was this classical TV program called Star Trek, and I do believe when the evil, one of the characters named Evil Spock showed up, he had a goatee and a mustache. That's kind of what this gentleman looks like with you. It looks like you, but with a goatee and a mustache. So that's why
Leeroy just like drops the bottle, and he's like, he holds up his hands like, all right, they look like this with bone protrusions on his face, and he's like his head.
Wow.
Something.
Wow, it's funny that you mentioned that. I did think his face was a little weird because yes, he had that goatee and a mustache, and it looked like your face, but it did seem to have what you just said were a little protrusions.
You just see Leeroy just like starts swearing, and he just starts punching himself in the gut, in the face, like, you were supposed to stay in you. We are in so much trouble.
Trevor shouts, "You better not be breaking in my bottles."
I only broke one.
No, he's just breaking himself.
You better pay for that good bottle.
Now,
when did you break?
I'll let you know, Mr. Cyberpants. Oh, he's broken. It looks like he's broken about 6 bottles, Mr. Trevor. But now you see, Mr. Cyberpants, I do believe he's the manager of this group. So you might have to tumble with this gentleman. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
My God.
Poor.
My undead body stole my wife.
Now, see, that is a twist one does not see coming.
Your dead body stole your wife. Huh.
That story about how I mentioned some douchebag brought my body back and started speaking of wrinkles?
This is your dead body.
This is what my dead body came back to life, complete sociopath, tried to destroy the world. I'm flesh and blood now because I literally tried to fucking contain him inside myself and leave our world alone. And oh God!
So your former body, raised up as some sort of ungodly divine zombie, has followed you here and is now manager to a girl pop band. Am I following this road correctly?
Oh God. Mr. Starr, let me guess. These people showed up shortly, or he showed up.
Oh right, I forgot. The head of said girl band is your wife.
After we got the you helped me get the implants, wasn't it?
Mr. Starr just turns his head guiltily. Yes, son, that is correct.
Trevor kind of walks in and is like,
it's funny because, he said he represented a company by the name of Bone Master Industries, and I was like, what kind of name is that?
A goofy one.
Well, he basically looks like an erotic zombie, so...
Alright, Cyberpants, I'm going to ask you a really big favor.
Anything, son. What may I do for you? Mr. Starr, at your service.
Not you, Mr. Starr. I'm asking directly, Mr. Cyberpants.
Oh, my bad.
Follow me on this, Mr. Cyberpants. That phrase you just said. Never say that again.
All right, but you'll understand when you see him.
So
that is currently my largest fear.
Trevor kind of walks into the situation. So if I get this right,
You'd be the first one.
Your dead body is basically managing your wife's pop star career here. So, are you saying that your wife is currently in love with a dead body?
He's probably he's not a dead body now. As far as
No, remember, he was brought back to life, so he's an undead body.
not even that. It's
Does that
the
mean
body is. He's tapping it. Why do you think I'm punching it? I'm in the body he was when he was he was the BBEG because someone convinced me that we can't. You're either going to kill one half of a person. They thought, if you recombine with him, maybe he would stop doing this shit. And then look what he did. He went and he found a way to get out of the body and get his own body and still be a little shit. He was always a little shit. It wasn't me.
I don't know what BBG is. I'm really confused, but let's just
Big
go off
bad
the
evil
fact.
guy.
Okay, let's just go off the fact that your dead body is now basically in the possession of someone else, and that they're using it to basically do who knows what with your wife. So that's kind of a lot to kind of unpack.
I mean, with a name like Bonemeister, one can imagine what he's doing with the wife.
Oh, this is when Morgan, he stops doing his communicator. Oh, Star, those, the other bandmates should be here soon. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, you see, Mr. Cyberpants, I didn't want to be sitting you in by yourself, so I got you a backup band. Now, just as you have inclined to let me know about your wife, I went and I scoured to see if there were any more of these people that popped up. And luckily, Mr. Morgan over there does have connections, and he was able to find me that gentleman that was from this other place. Now, this isn't Marcus that walks in through the door.
Okay.
So,
I have to ask, who is it?
This is for you, Johnny. I hope you listen to this episode. He's about 6'5", very big, burly frame. Very gentle and soft-spoken. He has his big, massive bass just strapped against his back. And he just goes, "Hi there, I'm Yuzi." And he just goes and sits at the bar.
Yuzi!
And then following behind him is a young lady who has a hood over her head. You can't see her face, so you can't get a good look at it. And at first, when introduced, you swear you think you just hear a... And then all of a sudden it says, "Hi, I'm Gabby." And she just sits and she has a guitar strapped to her back. Then last but not least, that's a puppet.
Haven't you seen? I don't haven't seen a movie it's from a movie where he's like a puppet with a human family from a Muppet Show. I can't remember. I don't know the context, but it's Panic. And that is.
I love
it,
but seriously, just Mr. Star's just wait, what? Hello, I'm Pappy. I'm Pappy.
You said
I'm Pappy.
Puppet. My bad.
Yep, and Pappy just this little puppet thing walks over and goes, "I play the drums," and sits in the stool.
All right, there, you little animal.
He does a little jig on the stool thing, and he's just, "My yes, these are going to be your band mates, because if Leonidas thinks he's going to have a band from out of this world, be the only one with a band out of this world, he is mistaken. I'm thinking of calling y'all. Well, Yuzi over there had a idea he wanted to lay on you. I was thinking we could be called the Hodgepodge Henshins. I like it. Yeah.
I think Leeroy is thinking, that'll throw Marcus off his game. He's gonna be mad. I like it. He's so dull. He does. I think Leeroy's like, I mean it. Hey, it's like the dog. he doesn't actually.
I'm trying right
he does
now.
Not,
I'm
does not.
trying.
He does not reciprocate to any of the people who fall for him. It's like the saddest soap opera in the world.
He's not a horny bard, you bastard!
He knows no. That's not. He's not saying he has to be a horny lord. He's commenting on how the fact that so many Leeroy, that Marcus has like 4 women interested in him, and he has not.
Yeah, and he's got to save the world. He doesn't have time to worry about that sort of shit.
He wasn't trying to save the world when what's her name was flirting with him. He was just a security guard.
You mean at the beginning of Awa?
Yeah. Yes, at the end. She literally said she was trying to end. That was her attempt to.
Oh my god, this is great.
To ask to give Marcus an out, to ask her out.
I never picked up on that.
She literally said, if it wasn't for my job and your job, oh, Marcus, the things I would do to you.
That I do remember, and I do remember Marcus agreeing to that. Did not pick up on the fact that it was flirting or a chance to ask her out, which probably explains Marcus's current love life, which is non-existent.
Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying.
So now that I've killed another GM.
But yes, so your bandmates are Yuzi, Gabby, and Pappy. Oh god. But so just to make this a little easier, Mr. Star relays the plan of the night, which you have already basically picked up, Eric, is that during the Battle of the Bands, while Mr. Star has all the faith in Cyberpants that he does not need to do anything to help him out. That's why all he's done is got him a backup band. He figures that he'll be able to take care of everything else himself. But for you and Trevor, for you guys to get in there, utilize the... All
right, I want to do a media cut here. I feel like if this was a TV show, after saying that, Brian, all of a sudden I'm doing this in audio, the viewers would see hand grab, pull you over, and back focus on Leeroy, and he's like, wait. You said Marcus is working with this group.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Leeroy pulling up, not you, GM, I'm talking to him, and he points at Star. And I think as everyone sees this, like he literally just looks up at the sky and
breaking that fourth wall that only he can see.
Yeah.
Hey, man, don't call me out now. I'm getting this back on track. Damn it, DM. But so to answer your question, Mr. Star looks and goes, let me ask you a question. This Mr. Marcus, there's a young lady that's with your, since you told me your wife, Miss Dorella, but there's the young lady who's the lead singer. The two of them kind of look like their brother and sister. Would this Marcus have a sister?
He would. Does she look a little dead?
Now that you mention it, I did think it was odd that it looked like her head had like this collar for her to like screw her head back on. It just looked odd. But now this makes sense with what you told me.
Yeah, that she's a Dullahan. I don't know if you guys have that mythology around here, but Headless Horseman.
Oh, that's just like that book that Miss Angie, the leader of the Nomads, let me read. It was called The Sleepy Hollow. It's like one of those people who ride on the horses with a pumpkin.
Leeroy points at him and then taps his nose.
Yes and no, Mr. Star. Specifically, the Legend of Sleepy Hollow had him having a pumpkin, but classical Dullahan mythology, they carry their own head.
Mr. Star, he's all of a sudden he's like right next to you, Alistair, and he's just, after all this is said and done, young man, I'm going to need to offering you a job of working underneath me as my right-hand man, because I need someone with smarts like yours. And all of a sudden, then he's back, bam, by Cyberpants again.
Would not pay me enough to work under that man.
We gotta.
I do not swing that way.
So, here's the bad about all that.
Mm-hmm.
This Marcus fella, he was he's like our little gang. He was the leader of our little gang here for any motions to Yuzi and Gabby. Like this group right here against Leonidas is the guy we're trying to stop, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
He was like us against Leonidas against Bone Meister. And
Who is your former body who is now managing your wife's pop idol group.
So I'm thinking there's some mind control or something going on, or either that, or he's convinced the poor fool. And I'm sorry, I gotta say he's a fool. He is the most white toast person you will ever meet. He is.
First of all, the phrase you're looking for is milk toast. Secondly,
I mean, I like him in the fact that he is he has that certain Genishawa, the like what Mr. Star says about me. He has moxie. It's the one redeeming quality I know he had, because he's like one of the people you know those people always in movies that go like there's explosions and everyone dies, other people dies. He's one of those kind of people, yet he has lived through so much shit.
Like literally,
I almost want to say he is a
I can appreciate that.
You know what? As this is all going down, we go to where the Battle of the Bands is all setting up. There's a guy setting up the stage. As he's setting everything up, he just sneezes and he's like, "Is somebody talking about me?"
But I will say this. He may be I'm just saying, if you run into him, if you run into anyone there, we're doing this to Marcus, you need to treat him like the biggest threat in the room.
I'll keep that in mind.
Because he, like, they always have like a team. You always have like the one guy is like, the red hero they always have.
Oh yeah, the face of the party, the one who gets all the cool power-ups and who's the center of attention and who just won't back down and know when to quit.
Yeah, that's Marcus.
Oh good, I love those types.
I saw him once. He shot Bone Meister in the ass when he escaped from prison.
I can appreciate that.
Just for context, yeah, Sean, you pretty much nailed the hammer on the nail. Marcus pretty much got done like Knuckles.
Oh no.
Okay, good. You know exactly what that means.
Yeah. Sounds like Marcus got lied to and convinced otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is going on Marcus's list of reasons to kick Bone Meister's ass, I'll tell you that much.
Oh god.
I do have an idea of something we can do with all the mojo I'm going to get at this Battle of the Band if I make it out of it. Marcus, if he's convinced Marcus that I'm Bone Meister, then he's going to come after me.
Oh, but wouldn't that be? You just said to treat this man as the most dangerous individual in the room. Basically, what you're saying is you want us to have the missile directed at you, son?
No, I'm just saying I'm going to do my best to keep the missile off guard, but I'm just saying... Okay, actually, I guess I am saying that. If worse comes to worse, I'll have to just pull. I can pull the missile towards me. Just the missile knows where the nuke is, or I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of a good analogy. Someone else. I'm just.
Oh, understand what you're saying, Mr. Cyberpants, and I don't like it because it puts you in danger. But I like the way you think. You're a madman. I knew I knew you were special. But
Oh yeah, let's put it this way. The only reason why I'm a god again was because I fucking nailed it at entertaining the gods that made me human in the first place.
So I want y'all to prepare yourselves, and hopefully we're gonna get lucky because I heard there might be one last form of backup coming for you. Morgan, you said that your original student, the one that you were training a few years, like maybe about like 15 years ago, you said they might be making an appearance. I didn't promise anything. I said I might try to talk to Kane. But it's going to be awkward. And I don't want to deal with it. And as he says the word awkward, he just looks at Alistair. I'm not in the mood. I don't want to.
You could either talk to this Kane person, or you could always talk to Grandma.
I'm going to go talk to Kane.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, by the way, everyone remind me I need to hold at least some of that power for making that situation a little bit less my unfortunate really making that a little creepy there.
Now, I've learned from my previous games, we're not going to jump to the next scene. I'm going to ask this first. This is your guys' chance for any last minute things you would like to prepare our RP before we transition to the venue. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, Brian.
No. We're not. Oh, you gotta go soon?
Yeah, I can still play 15 minutes.
Okay, cool. You know what? This will be a two-parter. Because this will actually be a perfect way to get everyone else joined into it.
Excellent.
Because I just didn't want to rush anything. Everything was flowing so perfect for how we started, guys, that I didn't want to just end that. It was going too good.
That's fair.
So
if
we'll use these last 15 minutes for everyone to do their last minute preparations. So take it away, guys.
I think Alistair is going to actually get a something to write on and with. I want to say pad and paper, but being that this is the future in cyberpunk, who knows what the hell that actually is? Some kind of data pad. I'm some kind of like see-through data pad or something, and a stylus. So, Alistair's thought process is he is making a list, both of what we're going to need at the venue, and for potential future shenanigans. So his mind is in preparation mode. So he has Uncle Behemoth looking into the murder he wants to because he's busy doing this. He had Judy go speak to the proprietors of the furry club, Mr. B and Mr. R.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there's some, that they've worked with the nomads in the past, and he probably knows that they have some kind of dealings going on, be they above board or below, above the table or below the table, which he wants to get going.
All right. Yes.
Alistair will want to... One second. Sorry. Alistair will want to, since it was revealed that Trevor has links to a gang, but also knows Foe is head of a gang, he will want to speak to them so he can get the gangs in on this and make them a security group for the venue.
I have just the gang for you.
Excellent. Now, see, it's not that he doesn't trust Mr. Starr, except that he actually doesn't trust Mr. Starr. Not yet, anyway. he can trust Trevor because of Bertha, and he knows Foe and knows where he stands from personal experience. So that's why he's going with those two. And if he can get those two gangs, even if it's teeth clenched teamwork, it's still something. It's still two less pawns that Leonidas is playing against each other, slowly being pointed back at Leonidas. So he's going to, put down on the list, speak to Trevor to talk to, get his gang, and then Foe to get the Voodoo Boys, and then see about maybe finding some uniforms for everybody to make it look legit, so as to not tip their hand to Leonidas too early.
That is a fantastic fucking plan. Holy shit. You know what? I'm so glad that this chapter 1 is, the pacing is actually, we're going nice and slow, which is nice. We didn't rush in straight into the battle or anything, so this is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And when in the next session, hopefully we'll have everyone here, so we can actually, we won't say everything gets planned out, because I actually want to have Foe here to see what he has to say about this plan,
Oh, for sure.
So we won't assume anything. We're just going to say that this is what your plan is. Now,
Exactly.
Trevor.
Yep.
What about you? Any
I'm gonna spend
last
some
minute?
time with my wife. I'm probably gonna borrow some items from Bertha.
There was something before a session you asked about. Asked if Bertha had any weapons behind the bar. We're going to RP that real quick to where Trevor asked.
Sorry I didn't RP so much in this session. I just felt like Eric and Sean.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I was
didn't
hoping.
mean to take
it's fine.
Wait, did I not switch enough for everyone?
No, it's like I just barely spoke. Like I think I only had.
Oh no, dude!
4 lines.
Okay, I was worried. I was like, wait, shit.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to sound rude. I do apologize.
You're fine.
It's
dude.
no problem to you and Sean. It's just like I was just like, hey, like you said you needed me, and I feel like wasn't really.
Well, no, it's
needed.
No. That was when I did the reveal that your I can never pronounce that stupid thing.
Sandevistan.
If they didn't have the Sandevistan,
You just call it Sandy.
Your Sandy is basically going to make or break this mission.
Okay, and I do apologize. It's like with the Rimbo.
You don't have to apologize for that. It actually really sums up Mr. Star very well.
Yeah, it's like he just does not like him at all. So he's just like butters in his breath, Rimbo.
That's perfectly fine.
That was perfectly in character.
Exactly, and it would make sense for that to be said. So you have nothing to apologize for.
Because he's getting really handsy with his wife a little bit. It's like, no, I do not like this. I do not like this at all.
It's just so. I was worried that I might fall into my old habit of trying to do it at a breakneck pace, and we would flow through chapter 1 in one session. I'm glad I've learned from that, which we did not do it. We've kept things actually at a nice pace. This whole session has just been in the bar, so I don't mind. So that's why it didn't seem like it. You'd be doing a hell of a lot more at the actual venue, So Bertha looks and she sees that you're about to leave. Trevor, it's time for you to learn. And she pulls a Fonz and whacks the jukebox. Every panel, every portion of empty negative space on walls, bar, everything flips, and everything's a weapon.
Pulls a Jeeves
Trevor just
from
kind
MIB.
of just. Okay.
And you see what drops down like slowly from the ceiling at the bar area is just a massive gargantuan gun. And Bertha looks at you and goes, "Do you want to borrow the BFG?"
That might be too much for what we need, but I could could I borrow a high-powered sniper rifle with a silencer and a few explosives? Possibly. I have an idea for Damian later on, if given the opportunity. Let's just say...
So she will consider the explosives. Next session, I will let you know if she gives them to you. But for your question for the sniper rifle, she gives you a 50 cal with anti-armor rounds.
Woof.
Trevor is happy.
Is there anything else? And you said you wanted to spend time with your wife.
Yeah, I just want to spend time with my wife, make sure she's okay. Oh yeah, how much damage did I actually do to when he was trying to put makeup on me? I just as soon as he tried to put makeup on me, I just kept.
Are you sure you want to know that?
It sounds like your hand got hurt more than his gut did.
Thankfully, your knuckles and your body is an 8. That is the only thing that saved you from taking 2 damage.
How?
You did a whopping 1 damage.
Okay, that's good. I wasn't trying to hurt him too bad. I was just trying to knock him on his ass. At least knock him on his ass.
So, his ass almost hit the ground, but he resisted. He was just, it was basically like that in the moment in the Bundys where Al is doing the competition against the other security guard. They were both football players, and it's like, my knee did not touch the ground, damn it. Mr. Star will fight you on this, I did not touch the ground, you little shit.
Or will say otherwise.
Oh, this is going to happen. There will be an arm wrestling competition between you two. You have made a powerful enemy with Mr. Star. Don't you try to do this, boy.
Trevor just hands him a beer. Just drink up. I've made it Trevor's second job is he works the bar. He works the bar sometimes.
And I can dig that.
And the reason why I waited last but not least for you, Sean, is because as you found out that yes, it's Bone Meister. He's here. But his personality, it seems like his personality's different. He's not as malevolent, violent as you remember him. He's just acting like a scummy business manager. What the fuck did Damian Leonidas say to him?
I think that Leeroy is concerning in this, and he's thinking, I'm new around here, but I'm just very, very curious.
Mm-hmm.
Any of you know any areas around here where there might be people who might have a bone to pick with Leonidas, but are barely any condition to do anything about it? Because I'm thinking this. I think you may hit with a big whammy here, because
Alistair just kind of leans in. Do you want to list categorical, alphabetical, chronological, or by location?
Well, let's put it this way.
Trevor can back me up on this, yeah?
Who could we do my little magical thing to that would just throw this Leonidas off his ball, just like there's someone that there's no way, no machine, nothing should be able to get this person back up in his face.
Bertha looks up from her drink and she just says, "Oh, that would be the Stepford neighborhoods. Just poor people who've basically just had to become cogs in the wheel. Don't let the pretty little houses on the appearance on the outsides describe how much their lives have just bleh. If you want to get anyone, it would be them. We call it the Stepford Slums.
Hey, Trevor.
Dice, you there?
Yep. Sorry, I'm kind of just
No,
thinking
you're
way
good.
too in my headspace right now. I'm just kind of
No, you're good. You're good. This is why
Yeah.
it's good that we're hitting the end.
Yeah, hitting that limit. Hey,
yeah, my
Trevor.
brain. Yeah, it's my body is kind of just.
I
I'm starting
know.
to like I'm mentally just starting to feel that all that depression kind of hit me right now.
No, you're good. This is why it's good that we're hitting the end.
Although, not to be blunt, but I am trying to get you back into the role playing so you could have more than 4 lines in
Exactly,
one
so
session.
you can feel like that.
Yeah,
you've
it's just I
gotten
was worried
more
I'm
in.
not doing well in the game, and I'm just.
No, you're fine.
No.
It
You're
just
doing fine.
You've been
me and
doing
Sean
great, dude.
worked off of each other, and
Okay.
I tried to be more balanced. I tried not to take up the limelight, and I'm sorry.
No, it's not your guys' fault. You guys had a lot of importance this session, and I feel like that was important. It just felt like, hey, I just didn't feel like my character had that much importance in this.
Like I said, I feel bad because, like I said, your part's been. It will be coming up in the venue.
Yeah,
I thought we would get to that faster. That's all.
and it's not
Okay.
no problem. I just, as I said, I kind of spaced out for a bit, so.
No,
No,
you're
that's
fine.
understandable, and that's what happened to me at the beginning. And poor Brian thought I was not here. Mentally, I wasn't. I checked out for a little bit.
Yeah, it's like my
Blamed-
brain just like
I
I'm
blame
checked out.
Twitter. So anyway, Alistair goes, "Hey, Trevor,
Yeah.
come
Jenny.
here. Come here."
Can I wait? I was gonna go see my wife or my fiance.
5 minutes,
Fine.
and bring over another lemon lime soda while you're at it, please.
He popped another Robinary, but he pops a Robinary bottle. Slides it to you.
Nice.
Ooh, thank you.
I know
And
my Japanese sodas.
Yeah, he pours bourbon for not just himself, but for Trevor. So Bertha brought up a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cyberpants wants to do some big whammy like he did on Mr. Blackhand, and Bertha pointed him to the Stepford Slums. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know quite a few people in this city, in places you might not expect. However, I actually don't know anyone up there, and I was wondering if you, with your connections, might have an in to that neighborhood that we could
I had a
prioritize.
quick question for Brian right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who do I know connection-wise up in that area?
Do you want the cop connection or the gang connection?
Both, if possible.
Okay, you actually know the gentleman the non-corrupt person who lost the seat for being the chief, but who your fiance is hatching a plan to get in the chief seat and take over the force and get rid of the corruption.
Okay, so we have our James Gordon, basically.
Yep. So you have your Commissioner Gordon. So I'm sorry, not chief, but commissioner. So he lost the race to the fucking corrupt officer, but your fiance is fighting to get it started again.
Okay.
So, and then you have it in. You actually have an in, and this isn't from Bertha. This is from your own connections. You made friends with the leader of Miserable. He liked the cut of your jib, Trevor.
What was it? Me saving their asses? Me covering their asses? Or me taking down a cyber psycho?
It was the assistance in taking down a cyber psycho. Dude, just because the man dresses like Napoleon Bonaparte and uses a saber, do not underestimate that saber.
Is it a chain saber?
Yes.
Explains where I got my chain knife then.
So yes, those are your two connections. Who do you
For
want
a man who spilled blood in battle, I treat you as a brother. Here, take this gift.
Trevor
Basically.
proposes both options to him. Well, I got a police connection and I got a gang connection. Take your pick.
Honestly, I would prefer the third option where we do both.
Ooh.
I
The
mean,
question
we
here-
could, but I'm just warning you. I'm not sure the gangs have a good inning with the police, but I could do the best I can. I have a few contacts
What gangs would? And don't worry, I'm planning on something to take care of that.
Well, they do owe me a favor, I think, for the gangs. I helped take down Cyberpsycho a few weeks ago. It nearly
So
tore up
here's
their boys.
here's
So-
my question: who do you think you could talk to better, the gang leader or this would-be commissioner friend of your fiance's?
To be honest, I think Burfa has a plan for me. And because after the 9th Street was being dissolved, I don't really have that gang support as I used to. I mean, I can get you in, but you're probably going to need to do the talking there.
That's fair enough. If you
I probably might
could-
handle the cop connections just because I know a little bit better. And no offense to you, my friend, but
Oh no,
yeah.
I fully know that nomads have a certain
yeah, they don't have a huge
aura about
trust.
them.
Yeah, they don't. The cops don't really have the best of trust with you guys, and as it is, I'd rather go solo into that. But just
Oh, that's fine.
write down your needs, and I'll see what I can do.
Fair enough.
Because I mean, I've gained a few favors from the police. as
Now,
well.
you said that the 9th Street gang was dissolved, so they're not technically a
Dissolving.
gang anymore.
Correct. So
Names. Give me names
Yeah.
and connections, because that's going to be useful. Since
well,
they're not a gang anymore, that means we could potentially employ them. Gainful
Well, it's-
employment. Well, hear me out, Trevor. Think about this. Gainful employment for ex-convicts would be quite the mark for a mayoral candidate.
true, and
Turn that underworld seedy underbelly around for a shining new future.
That's a really great idea.
we can do that. And I know that having at least some control over. If you talk to Burfa and give my recommendation, maybe you could see if you can get talk to the gang leaders. I know Foe is definitely trying to, pardon my language, swing his big dick around.
Oh, don't worry. I'll
Try to
handle
show
Foe.
off how much of a gangster he is. He's
Ah.
more hardcore than I am. No offense. I never really wanted this life, but kind of ended up being my calling for a good 15 years.
Mr.
Your take.
Wolf, you let me worry about Mr. Foe.
All
He and
right.
I have history, as you saw. I can speak his language.
Yeah, probably a lot better than I can. But yeah, I would talk to Burfa. Maybe she can get some gang. Maybe you can get some more gang connections from that, or
Good.
at least, and I can vouch for you, I guess, if you needed. I mean, I put my ass in the line for a good chunk of them. I mean, I've been more of a, I guess you call it a mercenary than
That's fair.
a gangster. But like,
Now-
don't get me wrong, I still have my loyalties to Six. But
Understandable. Now, the
Work-
police connection, that would be useful because that will allow us, through you, to get the legal documentation we need to enact parts of our plan.
I can do the best I can. I gotta, as I said, I gotta be careful when I'm there. I mean,
Oh, of course, of course. I'm not trying to put you or your fiancé in any danger from the corrupt element, the very large
I mean-
corrupt element of Damian Leonidas's private army, police force.
yeah, the problem is some of the police force is corrupt, and if given the chance, I want to keep her safe, but I also can't get my hands dirty, if you catch my drift.
And I understand that. I respect that. I'm merely asking what you can do and what you would be able to do. I'm not asking the world of you, my friend.
Well,
I'm not even
What I
asking
can
you
do
to
is I can
trust
give you
me.
some
We just met
contacts.
after all.
yeah. I can give you some contacts. I mean, I'm still trying to adjust to a few things right now, like Magic Man over there. He kind of points to the because it's like Trevor is calling bullshit right now, and just thinks this is all them just going a little coo coo coo.
Well, remember, Alistair wants what Cyberpants was smoking, so he doesn't believe either.
Despite the
Yes.
fact he literally turned like an old man into a young man. in
Yeah,
front of
you just got.
I think you're just
reveal-
really.
Two words, and they're going to be a meme. Nanomachines, son.
Son.
Oh my god! This is going to be the meme of the game.
I mean, hell, I have nanobots in my body. Like,
You know, I love
Oh.
so. You guys have your plan, and I love this plan.
Or to be honest,
We know what's all set up because I'm just doing this because I know Sean's got to get ready to head out.
Right.
yeah, I gotta
So-
get out.
You guys have a magnificent plan in place.
all right.
So, my cyberpunks, we close out on the bar. Trevor starts making some calls. Alistair, I imagine, is just making furious notes and then just going over everything that's happened. But the last person I want to leave out on for the scene is Mr. Leeroy. As you sit there, we could literally say if this was if this was a show, it would do a split cut of you standing there just, oh God. And then we go to the other you. In another place, he was called Bone Meister. But in this place, he calls himself Leeroy Jenkins. And as he's there, he just has, as we see his portrait, his side cut, he doesn't have a devilish smile or anything. He's just thinking, contemplating. What? We won't know. But it'll be coming. And until the next session of Cyber City, everyone, thank you for joining us. And remember, vote Damian Leonidas. Good night,
Eruption
everyone.
message.
All right. Local
Eruption
reporting
message.
is stopped.
Oh my god.
Oh, I was good. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You might want to redo
No.
that.
I was gonna say, we'll get the.
I was gonna do eruption. Fuck the like you
Ooh,
see.
Go ahead.
See,
Do
fuck Leonidas.
it.
You see Trevor just like a video Trevor just flipping Leonidas off.
I love it. Okay, and how do we get the Craig stop, Sean? Do I just type?
Oh, we just get out.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect.
I'm gonna
And
move to general. then.
Yep, I'm gonna move the general for the little.
I'm gonna
after-
head.
or
I'm gonna
after talk.
head out. I'm gonna.
All
pop
right,
out.
night, dude. Night, Sean.
Night. Night.
Take it easy.
Hope you had fun, dude.
I did.
Yay! All right,
But
so-
Brian, I am gonna say, don't forget about the birthday present.
Oh no, I'm
Prepare.
actually. I don't know. I'm
Hurry.
actually getting. I'm
It's
getting
been
started.
like-
I'm getting started on that tonight.
Okay.
All right, man.
Birthday present.
Oh no, it's a portrait of Blake.
Oh,
A
gotcha.
few of them. It's a few of
Or
them.
yeah. I threw some birthday art. Thing
Yeah.
Ideas.
I just got
cool.
buried underneath some commissions, but I'm finally going to get started on them. All right, now
Alright,
let me
cool.
get switched to general real quick. Now,
See you
Later.
guys.
see you, man. Night.
Also, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I think the girls with their nails done now.